Hello, welcome. You're watching CruiseAway, the only programme on TV that showcases fabulous cruise holiday packages, which you can book today with a simple toll-free telephone call. And if you're looking for a real adventure, then you have tuned in at just the right time.
Absolutely, because in the show we've got your chance to experience the Big Apple, New England in the fall, as well as the Caribbean, and that's all in one fabulous holiday. We've got this package coming your way, and we're also going to be taking you to Vegas, Mexico and Hawaii. But first, if you're new to CruiseAway, then let us introduce you to one of the biggest names in travel here in Australia.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Not just cruising either, because we have amazing stays here, there and everywhere, and that's what makes these offers so exciting. Yes, they have fantastic cruise offerings, but so much more as well. Now, when is the best time to be in New England, Jo?
Let me think. How about those seasonal gorgeous colours that can only come when we visit in autumn, known as fall, of course, over in the States. It's a spectacular fall colours trip where you'll be visiting New England and the Caribbean for 26 amazing nights, leaving on the 12th of October, so not too long to wait at all. And you are going to fly from Sydney to New York, where you'll get to enjoy this bustling metropolis with a 3-night hotel stay, which is a wonderful mini break length in New York City anyway. In fact, you can power pack so many activities into your 3 days in New York, whether it's strolling from district to district to get an idea of the layout, maybe hopping up on one of those open top buses to see how one place connects to the next. Maybe you're going to rent some bikes and go through Central Park, head out and see the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. There's Chinatown and Little Italy for you foodies out there. They even run food tours, which I would highly recommend. And there's the Brooklyn Bridge. You can stroll over the Brooklyn Bridge and see a whole different world over in Brooklyn. Super fun and eclectic. New York has so much to offer. Of course, there's the famed Fifth Avenue for luxury shopping, and Times Square. You've got to have your selfie outside of Times Square, right? You just have to do it. You're going to have your 3 nights in a hotel and, wait for it, another overnight on board the ship. So that's 4 nights total in New York. Ideal. Do a bit of shopping as well. shopping. Now
you can shop on the ship.
Shop on the ship. Well, absolutely shop on the ship, because actually the MSC Meraviglia, which I know you have been on board, Derek, of course.
I cruised last summer on Meraviglia. Fantastic. That pool deck, by the way, there's always something going on. Right the way through the day, there's different events. There's things like quizzes and trivia and dance lessons, exercise classes. There's all sorts going on. Or you can just relax and watch everybody else doing it. So much food for you to enjoy as well. You're looking here at the wonderful buffet offering, which is also really, really varied. Lots and lots of different things for the kids and everybody, the whole family, to do. Wonderful arcade area there with bowling. You've got a sportplex in there. There's the Polar Aqua Park, which the kids are going to absolutely love, and that's kind of tucked away. It's a bit like a hideaway as well. So if children aren't necessarily your thing, you can be completely away.
They stay over there,
you
stay in your dance space, they stay in theirs.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what was your favourite restaurant on board?
Well, I think we're probably about to see it. That's my favourite pub on board, because that's a lovely little kind of bolt hole getaway. It's really, really fantastic. But my favourite restaurant is Butcher's Cut, which is the steak restaurant. It's one of the specialty dining restaurants like Cato. There's Butcher's Cut. Some of the most amazing filet mignon. Now, you pay a slight cover charge for the specialty restaurants, but they're nothing near what you would spend in the equivalent restaurant back home. And they're a real treat. But all of your included dining, if you just did your included dining right the way through, what is your 21 nights here, isn't it, on this cruise?
Yes.
You know what? You will have come away thinking, oh my word, for the price I paid, I got the most amazing food, the most amazing service, brilliant entertainment in lots and lots of different venues, and something going on every minute of the day. So we're on board for 21 nights. First night overnight in New York, and then on we go.
Yes, and we're cruising straight into fabulous Boston in the heart of New England, where you can take the Freedom Trail and learn about the history, or get your selfie outside of Cheers Bar. It's an absolute must. On to Charlottetown in Canada, a tranquil and beautiful part of North Canada, where you can see the Victoria Park with that. Again, the change of the leaves is gorgeous. Into Sydney, where you can take on the Cabot Trail or perhaps head to the Highland Village Museum. Beautiful parts of the world, Canada and New England for sure. Then we're on into Halifax, my favourite of this little collaborative of visits. And you've got the longest boardwalk there of any pier, and you can grab a coffee, take a stroll, do some shopping. It's gorgeous. On to St John's, Canada, where you have the fabulous Railway Museum in Cape Spear, and it is raw natural beauty at its finest. You can spot some lovely wildlife here. Back into New York, we get another day. Yes. Oh, there's never enough days in New York. Trust me, you'll find so much more to do. Maybe you'll head to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is world famous. On to Port Canaveral. We're now into the tropics of South Florida, where you can visit the Kennedy Space Center or the parks, the theme parks. Disney World's not too far away. On to Cozumel, Mexico, in the tropics. Beautiful Yucatan Peninsula, where you can visit the Tulum ruins in the mainland, or a spot of snorkeling right there. Costa Maya is next, and this is very cool to rent a buggy or a golf cart and head to Majahuel, the local village. Very traditionally Mexican. Nassau is where we're visiting next, the capital of the Bahamas. Head to the elegant and refined Atlantis Casino, where you can actually swim with dolphins and sharks, believe it or not. Then we are into your private day in Ocean Cay. Now this is MSC's very own private resort island, and it's a marine reserve as well, so they keep everything in the natural way it is supposed to be. It's uninhabited. You've got beautiful coral reef, ideal, stunning turquoise oceans, and whether it's a glass bottom kayak or boat tour you're taking, or just lounging on the beach, you will honestly feel like you are in paradise and you won't want to leave. But you will, because you'll get back on the ship and you'll enjoy a couple of days at sea before we head into New York and you disembark. And of course, flights are included back to Australia, but speak to our team. If you want to tack on an extra little stay somewhere else in the States, maybe you want to go to Vegas or LA, San Diego, those are all options, and our team is very well versed in creating the ideal package for you.
Incredible. I mean, what a fabulous, fabulous journey. And I tell you what, if you've ever thought of going to New York, maybe you haven't been thus far to New York. Maybe you've just been thinking about, okay, I'm going to arrange the flights to New York, have a few nights there in a hotel, and then fly back. You know what? You can spend thousands and thousands of dollars doing just that. Or you can take a trip like this where you've got so much more travel included. Make use of every moment of that holiday time. Now, it's coming up on the 12th of October. That's not too far away at all, actually. And let me show you the deal that we have managed to put together with MSC. Remember, the cruise on this one is 3 weeks of cruising. And I tell you what, it's luxury cruising. It's glamorous cruising on Meraviglia as well. And your price tag, $5,599 per person. And let me tell you, remember, that includes your stay in New York, all the flights and the cruise as well. So the value for money here is incredible, because you're talking over, what, 26 nights for this holiday, and it's not that far away. If you think about where we are in the diary right now, October rolls around very, very quickly indeed. Here's the details if you want to upgrade as well. We put the best price in front of you, but you've also got the price there if you want to go for a balcony upgrade. And let me tell you, I had a balcony when I was on board Meraviglia, and they are beautiful. There is nothing like it. Even late at night, actually, even if you just fancy a breath of fresh air and just listen to the ocean, to go out onto your balcony and to do that. You know, sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you think, well, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what I'm wide awake, other half is fast asleep. To go out onto the balcony and to just listen and take in the atmosphere of being at sea. And they say that you sleep very well at sea. Sea air is very, very good for helping you to sleep as well. Well, I hope that's the case for you as well. What an amazing holiday this is as well, with New York and so much more, and seeing New England in the fall as well. You lucky, lucky people. Listen, 1300 306 134 is our toll-free telephone number. If there's anything we can help you with, then please do just give us a call. And remember, you've always got our website as well, cruiseaway.com.au. All the major cruise lines are there. All the deals are there, whether you want to go very, very soon or whether you want to go away in 2 years' time, we have got the deal for you, including... Oh my word. Do you know what? Right now, there is a cruise out there which is 113 nights of world cruise. We talk about it on one of our shows, actually, and all of our shows are on our YouTube channel as well. So we are switching cruise lines now from MSC to Holland America Line, who I know that you've worked with extensively, Jo, haven't you?
I worked with Holland America Line on and off for a decade, and I have to say, I'm a bit biased, but it is my favourite cruise line. For so many reasons. I love a lot of other cruise lines, don't get me wrong. But I think if you want that home away from home feel and boutique cruising, boutique hotel cruising at sea, but more low-key luxury, Holland America Line is perfect for you. The food's sublime, the service is excellent, and it is much more low-key and relaxed when you're cruising. It's about the voyage, not just the destination. You're voyaging when you're in Holland America because they have a very full enrichment program.
I have to say, actually, laid back is a real contrast to how you're starting this next holiday, actually, because this is Vegas, Mexico and the Sea of Cortez over 3 weeks, starting on the 3rd of December. First thing we do is fly from Sydney to Las Vegas, Nevada in America, the entertainment capital of the world. And I was lucky enough to be there. Sounds like I go everywhere. I really don't go that far at all, but I was there just a few months ago. Oh my word, if you've never been to Vegas, you've got to go. It's a crazy, crazy, bonkers place. It's like nowhere else on earth. It is just like... It's like being completely detached from reality, Vegas.
Well, it's adult Disneyland, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant. And listen, it's not all slot machines and, you know, and gaming. There is so much more going on in Vegas. Every hotel is a resort in itself. The most amazing thrill rides, if you want to, on the top of a hotel, through a hotel. You can take monorails through some of the resorts there. They are shopping centres. You can zip line down the old town in Fremont Street. You can take a wonderful helicopter tour out to the Grand Canyon as well, which is only very, very close. There are lots of other desert adventures that you can take around because Vegas is plonked right in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
Exactly.
So around it is just, you know, desert desolation. It's an amazing
Hoover
place.
Dam as well.
It's wonderful.
And, you know, it's one of the only places on earth you can go to Egypt and see the pyramids and Venice and see the Rialto Bridge and the Eiffel Tower all within like 5 minutes walk of each other.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
You got 5 nights in Vegas, you lucky things. And then we fly you
to San Diego. Yeah, so you're actually not going onto the ship yet. You're going straight to San Diego to board the ship. You get 2 nights in the relaxed, lovely city of San Diego, and the great thing about this, it's a real juxtapose versus Vegas. It's much more low-key. You're talking about the Californian vibe, which is kind of no shirt, no shoes, no problem, in all honesty. Beautiful harbour side there as well. You can get to enjoy and just grab a bite. They also have the most amazing zoo. It's world famous, and tons of great shopping. I mean, you just love the vibe of Southern California. Then we're hopping onto the cruise, and we're going to be on board the MS Volendam for 12 fabulous nights. Yeah, the Volendam's a lovely ship. She's a mid-sized Holland America Line ship, so just that perfect size. You'll find the way around perfectly and easily. And Holland America Line, it's all a focus on enrichment and culture and the most sublime service. I mean, you have got, it's 6-star service on Holland America Line, but you don't pay the price for 6-star service. That's the thing. You are getting an exceptional level of quality at every turn, from food through to the details in your stateroom when it's made up every night and the way that they actually care for you and remember your name every time you go to the dining room, every time you go to grab a drink. This is the solarium. It's a lovely adults only relaxing vibe with a retractable roof as well for different weather conditions. You can go up and have a lovely treatment in the greenhouse spa, but this is my favorite. This is the Culinary Arts Centre, and you have your executive chefs teaching you how to make some of their key dishes, which is amazing because you can go home with a brand new skill. They even give you recipe cards to take home with you. So your party planner will actually, talk you through the whole process. There's also tons of lectures, and they talk about, like, you might find someone coming on to talk about traditional Mexican dance, or someone to talk about the ecology and economy in the different ports you're visiting. The cruise director and their team also give lectures on the ports of call. You have a travel guide talking you through the ports and then advising you which excursions are going to be best to book in those ports. So you're guided every step of the way, as little or as much as you like when you're on a cruise.
And talk to me about the greenhouse spa, because I know that's something you definitely would have sampled, Jo.
Well, I mean, I love the exotic massages, some of which you probably never heard of before, like a poultice massage, which is like filled with herbs, Thai herbs, and they pound it into your back, and you've never felt so relaxed in your life. You can have a fire and ice mani-pedi, you can have inothermy, you can have acupuncture, all of these great things. Oh, and there's a lovely thermal suite, which you can grab a pass to lie on the thalassotherapy beds or go inside the sauna and the hot tub. That's a really nice, relaxing thing to do after a day's sightseeing, I have to say.
Sounds good to me. Well, we've got
Yes.
12 nights of fabulous cruising out of San Diego.
We certainly do, and we're heading straight to Cabo San Lucas, which is one of the most gorgeous ports in Mexico. The Los Arcos will see you in a beautiful sail-in where you may see sea lions or pelicans. I love it. On to La Paz. Now, La Paz is true Baja California on the Bay of La Paz, and it has some lovely culture and history there. Then we're on to Loreto, where you can see amazing colonial buildings, and you might see amazing sea life, including dolphins and whales. Why not take a whale or dolphin watching tour? On to Santa Rosalia, where we can visit, again, they're very well known for their churches, this port in Mexico, and an amazing mining history with a museum to boot. Of course, these are all beachy ports as well. Guaymas is your next port, and it's a beautiful city in the state of Sonora in northwest Mexico. Look at those beaches, though. Unbelievable. On to Topolobampo. Now, this is very cool. This is on the Gulf of California in Sinaloa. And it's known for the Isla de Farallon. So take a little boat trip out, Mazatlan. If you can, visit the tequileria or the tequila plantation there and learn how this elixir is made. You might want to grab a bottle to take home as well. On to Puerto Vallarta, known for its gorgeous Malecon and the lovely statues, which you can take pictures of walking along the Malecon. Also, you can get a day pass for a resort, so you can just lie out on the beach all day. That's an idea. A couple of days at sea sees us back into San Diego, where you'll disembark and we will fly you back home. Now, we are including your transfer as well from the port through to the airport, so that's great. And do you know what? This is such an easy breezy, relaxing itinerary seeing you through Mexico. I love it. And there's some unusual ports on there that we don't normally see as well.
Absolutely. If you notice when we get back as well, we get back just in time for the Christmas festivities. How amazing. This is an incredible offer, let me tell you. As Jo says, that Mexican itinerary is very, very far from the madding crowd. Lots of ports on there I've never seen pop up on any other itineraries, let me tell you. So it's a real exploration cruise. And there's so much more to this, isn't there? You've got your stay in San Diego, you've got your stay in Las Vegas on this one as well. So it's a holiday of so many different contrasts. Now, a lot of people, when they're watching our shows, they do a little bit of a, you know, you've seen the game show The Price is Right. I'm sure you'll have heard of it. As you go along, you talk about the different items and you try and work out how much the whole thing will be. Lots of people play that guessing game with our shows as well when we're talking about cruise holidays. Well, let me show you the deal that we have for you, which includes the flights, the stays. Remember, there's many more flights on this one, and the stays, and that fantastic, really brilliant cruise with Holland America. And we've done the whole package, what we call a Dream Away package, for look, just under $5,500 per person right now. This is the excellent value for money that over 25 years of travel experience has allowed us to put deals and offers like this together that get you so much more value for money for every dollar you spend. It is incredible. Now, let's have a look at the upgrades for the cruise element of this, and let me just remind you what's included. So, your flight from Sydney to Las Vegas, that's included. 5 nights in a hotel room only on the Las Vegas Strip, that's included. Your flight from Vegas to San Diego, that's included. 2 nights in a hotel in San Diego, that's included. Holland America cruise for 12 fabulous nights. Intimate cruising, Mexico and the Sea of Cortez, with ports that very, very few cruise passengers ever get to enjoy. That's included. You transfer to the ship back to the airport in San Diego, included, and your return flight from San Diego to Sydney, all included for that $5,499 per person. It is incredible. If you want to know more, call our team right now, 1300 306 134. Remember, that's a toll-free telephone number. It's also no obligation as well. So if you've got any questions whatsoever, call us and speak to the team. That was an amazing offer. Very, very tempting as well.
Great deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 holidays in one, really.
Completely, yeah.
Not much to think about. Well, that's the great thing about cruising. We have another one coming up for you right now, and we're sticking with the fabulous Holland America line. It's the Mexican coast and a Circle Hawaii cruise. And this one will take you to the amazing Hawaiian shores. It's 34 nights. It leaves on the 20th of November, where you'll be flying from Sydney to San Diego for a 2-night pre-cruise stay. Again, straight into San Diego to lovely sun-drenched Southern California. Beautiful, relaxing vibe. One of my favorite places I've ever visited, to be honest. I think you could just spend those afternoons strolling around, no pressure, no stress, and enjoying the Californian vibe, and they know how to make the most delicious food in California. You're near to other favorites as well. You can go to Santa Barbara. You might want to head to LA. It's a few hours drive, but it's a possibility. So then we are getting on board the fantastic MS Volendam. And this is going to be a huge amount of nights for you to enjoy. A full month, 30 nights on board the Volendam.
Oh, amazing.
Now, these ships, it's worth noting, are created for longer cruises. So all the spaces are appointed as such. You know, you've got a great library where you can just sit down and read a book. It's not all about running from one activity to the next all the time, although they have a full activities calendar should you want to do a bit of crocheting, knitting, learn how to do napkin folding, learn how to do scrapbooking. Maybe you want to go into the iCafe and have them talk you through how you can use different things on your iPad to create and journal your very own experience. I mean, it's a little thing, but it's something that we might not take the time to do back home, you know?
Yeah, it's more an experience cruise, isn't it? It's kind of harking a little bit back to the days of classic cruising. This is not about, you know, an amusement park on top deck and thrills and spills and zip lines and things like that. There are cruise lines for that. This is about that authentic cruising experience where it's about the service on board.
The service is key.
Yeah, and it's about the ambience and, again, your connection with the experience.
Yeah, and talking about classic cruising, I mean, it does remind me a lot, the Holland America Line ships do remind me a lot of just a super yacht, because you've got those beautiful polished decks in the traditional wooden kind of boat yacht style, and then you've got the stripy, you know, the Breton deck chairs outside, lots of naval blues. It's very traditional and elegant, and it's not about that kind of imposing bright light scenario or singing or dancing everywhere you go. It is about the low-key enjoyment and the luxury. And of course, you do have great shows. Now, music's a huge feature on Holland America. They have the Lincoln Center stage. They have featured jazz musicians in B.B. King's. They even have a house band on board that moves around the ship. Now, we are cruising out of San Diego, and we're going to enjoy some time at sea before we head into Nawili Wili in Kauai. This beautiful, lush, green, tropical and volcanic island has so much to offer, including lovely waterfalls. Heading next into Honolulu, Lulu. This is the island of Oahu, so famous, and it's the capital, of course, of Hawaii. We have an overnight here in port. Oh, and I tell you what, it really comes to life at night. It's lovely to stroll the streets of Waikiki and see everybody out. All the shops stay open, all the restaurants stay open. It's amazing. Heading into Lahaina for Maui next. This is such a favourite amidst travellers. You've got amazing craters. You've got the Lau Valley State Park there as well to see UNESCO. On to Kona. Now, this is where you can enjoy loads of cool things, but I love the brewing company there. That's a great day out, that one. Then on to Hilo. Now, Hilo, when I was in Hilo, I did a bike ride up to the volcano. It was unforgettable, honestly. And speak to your shore excursions team. They'll be able to give you some advice on those tours. Ensenada's our next port for La Bufadora Giza. That's the blowhole. They've got lots of markets around there too. Take a zipline tour. That's a fun thing, through the canopies of the jungle. Then we're back into San Diego for a day where you can zoo, shop and stroll and do maybe anything you didn't. Oh, let's not forget the wineries in California. Such great wines. into Cabo San Lucas, which is absolutely stunning. And actually, you've got luxury shopping there that's all tax and duty free as well. Love it. La Paz is our next port of call, which is something that's new to Holland American Line itineraries, and it's Baja California at its finest. Then we're on into Loreto, where you can see the San Javier Mission or the Sierra de la Giganta, which are lovely buildings of historical importance. We're on into Santa Rosalia next, and this is, again, just that flavour of Mexico is really well seen in these ports. They are so quaint. Topolobampo is our next port, and honestly, if you get a chance, go out and do a swim with the dolphins in the wild. It's amazing. Or whale watching, quite the experience in these ports. On to Mazatlan, where you can go to the Golden Mile, the amazing beaches right there, or perhaps head out on anything from zip line to a Jeep safari when you're in port. Then we're into Puerto Vallarta, and this is one of my favorites over in the Mexican Riviera. It's tranquil, it's got great food and great scenery as well. Now, a couple of days at sea will see us back into San Diego, where we will disembark the ship. We've included your transfer from the port back to the airport, where we'll fly you back to Australia. All of this included, you're away for over 30 nights, 34 to be specific. You have that stay in San Diego. It is a brilliant, brilliant holiday, and it's wonderful for those of us that want to go off the beaten track, but yet at the same time, we don't want anything too hectic. Mexico is all about relaxation. Mañana. Mañana, mañana.
Jo, will you come on this holiday with us?
I will totally come on this holiday with you. I'll be your tour guide.
She knows so much, doesn't she? Right, okay, listen, let's price this up. I mean, it's an amazing holiday, and actually, I sit here and watch the pictures as you do and listen to Jo's wonderful descriptions. She's been to a lot of these places as well, but there's a lot of ports on this and the previous itinerary that we haven't seen come up on many cruise itineraries at all. So this is great. So when new ports pop up, they are places that are yet to be discovered, which is amazing, really, because they're new, they're fresh, they're authentic as well. And that's great for these smaller, more intimate ships. You are getting a very, very different holiday experience than everybody else cruising in that part of the world. Right, let me show you your price tag. Amazing, amazing offer, this one. It really, really is. And I would urge you to be as quick as you possibly can on this one. Coming up on the 20th of November, if you fancy getting away for a very, very different experience as well, then let us look after you here at CruiseAway. Let's have a look at the details for this. If you want to upgrade on your ocean view or balcony, you have your prices there, and so much included. So your flight from Sydney to San Diego, 2 nights in a hotel there, your Holland America cruise on Volendam for 30 nights cruising the Hawaiian Islands, overnight in Honolulu, remember, as well, and the Mexican Riviera and the Sea of Cortez ports that we were talking about before that aren't on many itineraries at all. All of that, $5,599 per person. Remember, you can get more details on our website at cruiseaway.com.au. Wow. Wow, wow. I want all of those offers.
Me too. How do we do it? Well, you've got to get booking. Remember, you want to lock these prices in ahead of inevitable price hikes. Have these trips to look forward to, an exotic part of the world that you've never visited before, or maybe you're back because you love it. Either way, get booking.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.